Re-
Ok, ¿cómo están queridos estudiantes? Muy bien. Esta parte está siendo grabada por el hecho de que olvidé poner que grabar esta parte, sin embargo no se avanzó mucho acerca de gramática. La segunda parte, que ya lo tienen subido en Classroom, tiene la parte gramatical, que en este caso es la primera que hemos avanzado dentro del libro, ¿ya? Hoy día se avanzó como tal lo que es el vocabulario y también la introducción de la unidad 5 que es looking good. Okay? In this case, it says, which of these would you consider for yourself? So we did like a kind of discussion with the other students in order they can tell me which of these they will consider to do it, okay? For example, here we have multiple piercing, a nose ring, nail art, color contact lenses, artistic tattoos, and unnatural hair colors, okay? So as you could see and relate with the pictures, these are more focused on appearance, and why do people do this, okay? So I will play the audio twice in order you can have the audio in order you can practice with the pronunciation.
Ear piercings. A nose ring. Nail art. Contact lenses. Tattoos. Hair colors.
Excellent. So I will try to play one more time.
Ear piercings. A nose ring. Nail art. Contact lenses. Tattoos. Hair colors.
Excellent. Now you have the pronunciation of this, please. You are going to repeat by your own. Multiple ear piercings, a nose ring, nail art, color contact lenses, artistic tattoos, unnatural hair colors. Okay, unnatural hair colors. Perfect. So this is the first set of vocabulary about pronunciation as well. And to know, looking good, infer, at the moment we are talking to people, taking care. Okay, the second thing we already did, it was personal care. In this case, you have tools and products, and my first survey we did in this case is how often do you use these tools and products? Do not forget that mostly of the question that start with how often, the first two in this case are very frequency, like always, sometimes, never, rarely, seldom, etc. Okay? But in this case, the ones that we are going to manage for answer this question will be one or more times a week or per week. Both are correct. Once in a while is like it's say sometimes. One or more times a week is like it's really current to be used in your daily life. And never is that you don't use it. Okay? So let's continue in this case and you're going to repeat with the pronunciation. A comb, a comb, a comb, a brush, a brush, a brush. Do not forget, please, that mostly of the words that have brush significa que tiene las cerdas, ¿ok? Las cerdas. Por ejemplo, cerdas del cepillo, cerda de un pincel o cerda de un cepillo dental. Don't forget that tener esas cerdas es como para mencionar que es a brush, ¿ok? A toothbrush, toothbrush. Don't forget that tooth for us will be dientes. Teeth, diente. All right? A nail clipper, nail clipper, nail clipper. A nail file, a nail file, a nail file. A razor mostly used for men, but also for women. It will depend on the brand, it will depend on the purpose and the context. Second one, all of this was tools that we use for taking care or personal care. And the second one, in this case, are products like soap, 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 the deodorant, 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 shaving cream, shaving cream, shaving cream, aftershave, 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 toothpaste, 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 shampoo, 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 hairspray, 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 hair heel, hair heel, hair heel, hand and body lotion, hand and body lotion, dental floss, dental floss. Okay, so all of this what we done, and now we have other products, but more referring to makeup. So a mascara, a mascara, a mascara, a lipstick, 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 eyeshadow, 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 face powder, face powder, face powder, nail polish, nail polish, nail polish. All right? Excellent. So, all of this vocabulary is about personal care, okay? In which we discuss and answer this question. How often do you use these tools and products? And now I asking to you this question. How often do you use, in this case, a lipstick? And you can answer in this case, I use a lipstick one or more times a week if it is something that is pretty common in your daily life. And if it is not, if it is sometime, it depends. It can be I use a lipstick once in a while. And if you don't use, you can use I never use a lipstick. Okay? Perfect. So now let's continue. Then what we have done with your partners was repeat. Here you have the pronunciation, so please, I will play once in order you can also practice your pronunciation.
Tools. 1. A comb. 2. A brush. 3. A toothbrush. 4. A nail clipper. 5. A nail file. 6. A razor. Products. 1. Soap. 2. Deodorant. 3. Shaving cream. 4. Aftershave. 5. Toothpaste. 6. Shampoo. 7. Hairspray. 8. Hair gel. 9. Hand and body lotion. 10. Dental floss. 12. Mascara. 13. Lipstick. 14. Eyeshadow. 15. Face powder. 16. Nail polish.
Excellent. So now you have here all the vocabulary, 16 words that we take into account when we talk about, in this case, personal care. Okay. All right. So what is what we have done in this case? This compare survey we didn't do because it was more interactive way. Here we have the sum, read and listen the conversation between a wife and a husband at home and notice the future words and phrases. Okay, so in this case, what we have done was to listen this conversation and infer what does it mean through the context. Okay, so I will play the audio once in order you can listen and to catch up the meaning.
Okay, Sam, tell me the truth. What do you think of my salt and pepper hair? I'm thinking of dyeing it so it's brown again.
Oh, no. I think the gray makes you look distinguished, like a powerful corporate executive or a university professor.
Distinguished? Really? I never thought of that.
Yes, distinguished and gorgeous, no matter what color your hair is. While we're at it, though, I'm thinking of hair transplants. Tell me the truth. Do you think that's a bad idea? I just hate going bald.
A bad idea? No. Are they painful?
I don't know. And I've heard they aren't cheap. But I'd just like to do something.
You know, Sam, I don't care if you go bald. You'll always be handsome to me.
Aw, thanks. But I really think I'm ready to take the plunge.
I guess I am too. Dyeing my hair isn't much of a risk. The dye's not permanent. I can wash it out if I don't like it. What do you think?
I think we should both go for it.
All right, excellent. So now let's go in this case. Oh, something important. In this case, what do you think my salt and pepper hair? It means this one, dark hair that is beginning to be mixed with gray hair. Okay, here as you could see in the picture, Yili has like a gray hair and it is combined with a dark hair. Okay, so that's what it means. The salt and pepper hair is like an idiomatic expression to express that it's a combination of two color hair. Okay, so now here we have the understanding from the context. In the case, I will give you all the answers in order you can, well, already check it in your book. Okay. If you don't mind, if something happens, you can say, I don't care or don't care. This is pretty common use when you are not interested on some of this topic or some of, I don't know, something that it is happening. Okay? Number two, if you want to continue discussing a certain topic for slightly different perspective, you can say, while we are at it. While we are at it, okay? While we are at it is like adding more information when you are talking to, okay? For example, in this case, we can say like in Spanish, a propósito o ya que estamos hablando de ello, and you can add information that is related with the topic you are talking to. Number three, when you want to enthusiastically support someone's decision, you can say, go for it. This is a kind of typical and common vocabulary to motivate someone and to say, there, you go for it, okay? And like, ve por ello. In Spanish, it's like, we have that kind of translation, but es como decir, ve por ello, tigre, okay? And something like that. It's very informal way to do this because you're supporting someone. And the last one, when you want to announce that you've made a decision to act, you can say you are doing to take the plunge. Take the plunge. Take the plunge, okay? When you are announcing that you made a decision for action, okay? Excellent. So this is for your book. You have to fill it up. Now, continue with this. Yes, we have this again. It is repeating, as you know, mostly of the classwork is participation, some of them, okay? So this was the speaking task. We did it with your partners. In this case, I asked them, we were in a breakout rooms in which in peers, they were discussing why the people spend so much time, money, and effort on personal care. So this is a very interesting question because actually many people, even though women, men, invest some money in order to take care about looking good. But why is this important? Why what is the reason? We have many reasons, and of course, all of your opinions are correct. Okay, so you could see here, most people want to feel clean and look nice. They believe that some of the tools and products can help them achieve that. Okay, so now I ask you the question. Why do people spend so much time, money, and effort on personal care? Okay, so excellent. This was a question we did it with breakout rooms and with your partners, okay? And now, yes, until this part, I realized I wasn't recording the class. So this is in the second part. If you have any doubt about this part or maybe something is missing, you can write to my number 777 39062. Okay? Please, you can contact me if you have any doubt in this case. And yes, that will be all for the moment. Go to the second part in order to see about the quantifier for indefinite quantities and amount. And thank you so much. And I'm so sorry for not record the class since the beginning, but here you have all the explanation we already did in the class at the beginning of the class. Okay? Yes, that will be all. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Continue with the second part.